remember, you use this procedure when an egg is past its hatch date, and you want to make sure you're not going to crack open or throw away a live, viable chick. Hello, fellow homesteaders. I'm Nika, and I'm excited to show you this little check on your egg trick. Sometimes you can't tell if there's veining or movement within the egg. Sometimes it is due to the color of the egg, but sometimes it's just because the chick takes up so much space you can't really see what's going on. And many times I see people crack open an egg thinking that it was no longer an alive chick and find out that it is. And that can be pretty devastating. So I'm going to show you a trick how to look inside the egg without actually cracking it to see what's going on. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a quick candle to make sure you know where the air pocket and maybe the chick is positioned within the egg. We know where the air cell is, and at the tipmost point of the round spot, we're actually going to drill a little hole into that air cell. And I just kind of slowly scratch, and we're going to kind of just drill a little hole. And now I've created a tiny little pinhole that goes through the shell and through the membrane. And now what you can do is you can candle the egg and kind of put the light on the side of the egg so you can actually peek down into that little pinhole. And this method of checking eggs is really great because the light illuminates the whole air pocket and you can see the membrane that the chick is in. You'll be able to see if there's veining and any movement much easier looking through the little pinhole versus trying to do regular candling. So what you want to look for is good veins and movement of that chick, and creating that little pinhole gives you a nice good view because the last thing we want to do is crack an egg open with a live chick inside. It'll also be able to help you see if the chick has been shrink wrapped, as in the membrane has kind of shrunk and stuck to the chick, and perhaps you'll have to actually peel a little bit of the shell away to apply a little bit of water onto that membrane to soften it up to help the chick get unstuck and get out of the shell. But most of all, what this allows you to do is to see if that chick is still viable or not, as well as the opportunity to see and be able to help the chick out if necessary. And when you drill this hole, if you find that the chick is alive and well inside, what I tend to do, if that ever happens, is just take a little candle wax and I'll actually just fill that little hole with a bit of candle wax. And what that'll do is make sure that the egg isn't going to lose any extra moisture due to the little pinhole we have created. And now that it's sealed, you know the chick is alive and viable, it goes back in the incubator. And if I have to end up doing this type of little procedure on any of the chicks that will hopefully be hatching very soon, I'll be sure to video and share how I do that. So doing the little pinhole is definitely a great way to check the eggs before making any final decisions. Happy hatching! Peace!